It was Litmas Eve, and all through the town, every gamer was gaming, even the clown. Litmas is a time to celebrate things, like the gift of gaming and all the light it brings. But there was trouble this Litmas Eve, as a little boy was filled with unease. This is a story about that little boy, and how he finally found his Litmas joy. Now if you're interested, please sit tight, for together we go into this Litmas night.
Hey sir, you're missing the party. I mean, even Mortem came out of the basement this year. Are you feeling okay?
I don't know. I'm just not in the Litmas spirit.
What do you mean?
Well, it just seems like everywhere I look nowadays, there's these whack games that feel forced, repetitive, and overly burdened with microtransactions. I mean, just look at how they massacred Overwatch and Saints Row this year. How am I supposed to have hope for a lit future when the franchises I care about are tarnished like this?
But sir, that's not what Litmas is about.
Just stop. Just go back inside and enjoy the party. My cynicism doesn't have to ruin the holiday for everyone.
Okay, sir, but we'll be here if you change your mind. Have a bright Litmas.
A bright Litmas. What a joke.
Hello there, son. What's a fine young gamer like you doing out here when there's such a swankin' party inside?
Yeah. I'm just enjoying the night air, collecting my thoughts.
I'm sorry to intrude, but I overheard your conversation earlier, and I think you're wrong. There are plenty of lit games out there.
Look, man, I appreciate you coming to our party and all, but I don't really feel like getting lectured by some eavesdropper that I don't even know.
Here, let me show you a single game. And if you still don't feel the Litmas spirit, I'll leave you be.
Fine by me, but chances are I'm just gonna rig it with the power of editing so that I can get rid of you faster.
Okay. Well, here, come take a look at this.
This looks like shit.
Now, I'm gonna pretend I didn't just hear you say this game looks like the S word, and I'm gonna give you a bit of insight on the hard work and dedication that the man behind this game put into it, okay?
Wait a minute, isn't that supposed to be my job?
Up, not anymore. Let's see here.
What are you shuffling down there? You prepared for this?
Here we go. Okay, so the game I'm going to be showing you on this Litmas Eve night is Orange Santa, which you already know. Oh, okay, hold on. Orange Santa is a little indie game developed and published by one man out of Calcutta, India, named Anamik Majumdar. Now, Anamik is no stranger to game development, as you can see, and according to his website here, he's been in the game dev scene since he was 14. By the looks of things, he's been doing it all on his own, with only the support of his parents to motivate him.
What the hell is this website design? I can already feel the ads leaking my private information.
Maybe he just needs to make a little extra on the side, so he hosts some ad space here or there to make ends meet. Anyway, you're derailing the topic here. Anamik has made a lot of different titles over the years from the ground up, all on his own. That deserves at least a little admiration, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
That's more like it. Now, Orange Santa was released on January 8th, 2021 on Steam and itch.io and follows the adventure of the titular character, Orange Santa, as he embarks on an adventure to save Christmas for the children of Orange Village. In order to do so, he must fight against the tyranny of the Fruitist army using his trusty laser pistol/rocket launcher and scrounge up as many octacoins as he can so he can get the gifts he needs from the special orange store to save Christmas. Now, him actually being an orange harkens back to the times of the Great Depression, where oranges and other fruits were commonly placed in children's stomachs.
Hold on. Orange Village? Octacoins? Fruitus art? Did you say he has a rocket launcher?
Hush! You'll see what I mean soon enough, child. Now, where was I? Orange,
You made me lose my train of thought.
Guess we could just get to the actual game itself, since you seem so eager to get this over with. First up, gameplay. Now, as I already mentioned, you play as Orange Santa, a jovial little guy armed with his trusty laser pistol, ready to take on whatever comes at him. You must navigate the festive terrain around you as you complete various objectives in order to traverse to the next level, such as collecting all the coins in the level or hitting some switches in order to unlock the exit. All the while, you need to look out for stage hazards, such as spinning buzzsaws or swinging spike balls, as well as to be able to shoot your way past tons of highly challenging enemies. I bet you'll have a tough time dealing with the wide variety of What are you doing?
I got bored of shooting them, so I just started running through them. Honestly, it's a way more effective way of dealing with them than just wasting my ammo.
Well, that's, innovative. I think you should have at least made an attempt to kill them normally, and appreciate the variety of enemies that the game has to offer.
Well, they still die ridiculously quick no matter what I do.
Well, surely the hazards will put up a fight, right? The spikes can be killer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those were a pain at first, but once I figured out that the hitbox for them extends past the spike itself and onto the actual chain, I just figured that it'd be easier to just run under them rather than jump over them and die over and over.
Well, is there any part of this game that you're doing how it's meant to be done? Maybe this will be harder than I thought.
Hey, can we talk about the graphics for a minute here?
Sure. What would you like to touch on first?
Character design?
I'm sure this will go well.
Can you explain the reasoning behind Orange Santa having a diamond embedded into his skull?
I think it's creative. Maybe it's magic or like the result of a mining accident.
Okay, so what about the high-tech weaponry?
He's advanced for his time.
But riddle me this one. What's up with the chicken leg limbs?
He works out.
Why the hell does the orange have toes?
A fan service.
Yeah? This is literally one of the most lackluster platformers I have ever played, and that's coming from somebody who spent over 30 hours reviewing Fishy. Where's the soul? I mean, just look at the enemies. It makes sense that there would be like other fruits in this world, but then suddenly there's just cats with machine guns? I mean, what's up with that? And then while there's all this like traditional weaponry, like pistols and rifles and shit, you end up seeing these flying drones and tanks that shoot plasma balls at you, and it just seems so disjointed. Don't even get me started on the final boss. It's a giant snow monster with hand cannons. Like, is it just a random last-ditch effort at making a Christmas-themed enemy for a Christmas-themed game? Is it even flesh and blood? Is it a robot? I mean, I need answers here. Maybe I'm just reading too far into it, I don't know, but I need it to make sense.
Well, at least there are multiple types of enemies.
That's your takeaway? I mean, I guess you're right, but they still could have been more distinct and have more purpose to them rather than just simply have a different gun.
I think it keeps the visuals dynamic and unique.
To me, it seems more akin to candy-colored visual clutter. It makes no sense and it ruins the immersion.
Aha! So you admit that you were immersed in the world of Orange Santa. Well, in my opinion, it all works well with the gameplay, at least.
Is that right? How about you look at this crate here and then look at these here? Can you tell me the difference between the ones I meant to jump on and then the ones that are part of the background?
The shading is slightly different.
What about the invisible walls?
The what?
Watch what happens when I jump over the saw here. That. See? Now does that line up with your gameplay expectations?
Okay, but what about this? When you take damage, you flash white. Now that is good graphic design, right?
Walk left.
Huh?
Watch what happens when I take damage while I'm walking to the left.
Oh, well, that's just lazy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can we just move on to a different topic here? I'm running out of excuses.
By all means, what else do you have to show me?
Okay, what did you think about the level design?
It actually wasn't terrible, but it definitely was not enjoyable.
Aha! So you did enjoy something. I knew all those copy-pasted levels of coin collecting and enemy slaughter were good.
Oh, no. That was awful. Lazy, even. Multiple levels based around physically getting every coin just for you to end up with an overabundance by the end just seems stupid to me. What I meant was the platforming was tolerable.
Oh, I guess that's less of an aha and more like a soft yippee. So, did you appreciate the diverse amount of hazards at least?
Some things being one-hit deaths, like the spikes or saws, I can understand, but those weird laser shooting things attached to the ceilings of some levels being just a hair low enough to clip my hitbox when I jump, resulting in an instant death, that just kinda pissed me off. I get those are supposed to be hazards too, and dodging the timing of the bullets was engaging a little bit, but for every plus side to this game, it seems like there's a glaring negative, and what was originally an actual obstacle, where I had to test my sense of timing, turned into an annoyance by resetting me to the beginning of the level for something akin to simply existing too close to the launcher when jumping upwards to another platform.
Well, poop. Maybe there's a shorter jump that you can do by hitting another button. Let's take a look at the control menu real quick here.
Okay. Wait a minute, what the hell is this?
Well, it looks like a handmade UI graphic with all the controls on it. It gives off a certain charm, doesn't it?
Charm? This is supposed to be the options menu. Where are the actual options? This is basically just a user manual.
I will admit, it may be a bit of a misnomer to call it an options menu, but there's still at least an option for sound.
Oh yeah, single option. Wahoo! Would have been nice to at least let me change my resolution, maybe like a full screen or window button. I mean, you can't even use your mouse in this menu. You have to use the M and N keys. Like, what the hell's up with that? Why M and N?
Well, it's a creative solution to a hard problem.
What's so hard about letting me use my mouse to select things? Or at least using the actual arrow keys?
Ah, look at that. The game has controller support.
Have you tried it?
No, but I'll give it a go right now. Alright, so far so good. Movement's fine. Wait, how do I shoot? It's not the trigger?
Nope. Right bumper.
Right bumper? Why is it the right bumper? Even the graphics make it seem like it would be the trigger. Hold on. What button is it to skip the dialogue? I can't skip it. I'm stuck!
Yep, that's right. You have to go and hit enter on the keyboard in order to progress. Same thing with the in-between world screen and main menu. Even the little tutorial and menu guide's key prompts still stay with their keyboard variants when you're using a controller. It's like the basics were added and then they just simply forgot about the rest of it. I mean, this is basic stuff that you would hopefully easily catch in testing, I would think. But wait, there's more. If using WASD is too mainstream for you, you can use the arrow keys, which is inherently a good thing to have in my mind, but the arrow key controls only half work. You can move right and jump perfectly fine, but if you try and go left, you only turn that way. You don't actually move at all. I don't even know how that kind of thing even happens. Like, how did they get the right arrow to move you, but not the left one? I think I've seen enough here. Let's wrap this up.
So, do I even need to ask you what you think about this game as a whole?
You wanna know what I think? I think that Orange Santa gets a jolly old whack with a bah humbug out of 10. There were just too many cons to outweigh the pros for me. Hey, what gives?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you spent all this time trying to convince me this game was lit, weren't you? I thought the whole point was going to be learning like this moral lesson on how even the crappiest games can still be lit, and that I should like look on the bright side and stop being so overly critical of another person's work.
I see. Son, come with me. Do you see what I see?
Ah, shit. I missed the Litmas lantern lighting.
No. Look over there. Do you see what your friends are doing?
Are they playing Garfield Kart?
Indeed.
But that game sucks. The controls are all wonky, and the maps seem to have a personal vendetta against you completing them. Why would they willingly play that?
A lot of people have that same opinion, but your friends enjoy it all the same.
I don't get it.
Son, Litmas isn't about celebrating lit games. It's about celebrating the light we find in gaming as a whole. The quality of the games will always be subjective, and games you and I hate may be beloved by others. And while you've been out here in the cold, miserably playing Orange Santa, your friends have been inside celebrating all the joys that gaming can offer. Do you understand?
Maybe you're right. Either that, or I was suffering from hypothermic hallucinations from being out here for so long, and none of that was real. Either way, I think I need to sit down and appreciate what matters most.
Nice try editing in your win, kid. Looks like somebody submitted the project file instead of the finished product, giving me the opportunity to set things right. A true Litmas miracle. They see me lit and they whack in. I'm lit and dirty. Ah, he's lit and dirty.
Merry Litmas, everybody!